Hey everybody, Pete Werner with DCLFan.com here in one of the most coveted places in the Disney universe, Palo, on board the Disney Dream. Now, whether or not it is going to remain coveted remains to be seen. Some of you may know that Palo has recently changed how they do their dinners. Now, what it was at one point, you would pay a flat rate, I think most recently $45, and then order whatever you want off the menu. They have done away with that. Well, not completely. You can now do the $45, but you have a very limited menu that you can select from. Or you can go with the a la carte menu, where each item is priced individually, like a normal restaurant. And I gotta be honest, I think this is a really bad decision on Disney's part. And I'm gonna do the a la carte menu. But I'm gonna be mindful of the fact of what I'm paying, the way I would be at any restaurant. Some of my reviews of Palo have been based on the fact that is a low cover charge to have an incredible meal, and that certainly does influence someone's opinion of the food. Now that they've decided to start charging by the dish, I'm going to judge them that way. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying the goodwill that comes from a $45 cover charge in a restaurant like this where you can eat all you want isn't there anymore. So we're going to see how this is. We placed our orders for our appetizers, our main courses, and we'll see. Okay, so a little change of scenery, as you can tell. It just so happened, as I was walking outside for a moment, I happened to look on the deck outside of Palo, which is connected to the Meridian Bar. And there are decks on either side of Meridian Bar. And I happened to notice one table was set, like a Palo setting. And I happened to mention out loud, they don't normally seat out here. I wanted everybody to be clear on this. It's like, oh, that would be so cool to eat out there. Then I went out and did what I needed to do. And as I came back in, somebody overheard me and said, if you'd like to eat out there, we'll set your table out there. Now, please do not come to these people and badger them about eating outside. They don't normally do this. So, but I had to take the opportunity. I had to. It's so beautiful. So just remember, this is not normal. It was kind of like a one-off. But I was absolutely going to take advantage of it. You are just going to have to live vicariously through me. But the restaurant inside is beautiful, so you'll be fine. Okay, so for appetizers, I ordered an antipasto, $22 antipasto, prosciutto, capa, bresaola, salami, parmesan, pecorino, a number of different things. And I'll tell you, it was $22 for the dish, and it was worth it. It was, really nice selection of meats, very, very flavorful. It was a nice antipasto board, it really was. But the pizza, the prosciutto Parma basil burrata pizza for $16. This was outstanding. It was so well prepared, perfect texture on the crust. The flavors really melded well together, and so I'm trying to look at these things. Like, do I think, now that they're being charged a la carte, do I think they're worth the price? In the case of the antipasto, in the case of the pizza, absolutely delicious.
I got the Tuscan white bean soup. Now this comes with cannellini beans, pancetta, and chicken stock. The chicken stock was actually really good. They must have, I don't know, put some more seasoning in it or spices to jazz it up a little bit. And it was only $7. And I really think that soup was worth that $7. I know we were worried about everything being a la carte as far as pricing goes, but that one I think they nailed with the pricing and how much you got and the taste. I really enjoyed that. But the standout was definitely that pizza, the fresh prosciutto, and I really liked the crust, where the ingredients was very soft, but then also that outer rim had that nice crunch that I like it to have. Plus, you could just kind of tell that it was very like fresh prosciutto because it was ringed all the way around the outside, and I think they did a very good job with both the pizza and the presentation.
Okay, so for my main course, I got the asabuco. Now, I have ordered this dish at Palo many, many, many times. It is my go-to dish when I eat here. A Barolo wine, slow marinated center cut veal shank, gremolata, Milanese risotto, $22. Now, in a restaurant, this dish would be more than $22. However, in a restaurant, this dish would also have, what's the word? Flavor. When I say this dish, from ossobuco to risotto, is bland, well prepared. It's fork tender, and the risotto is cooked properly. It just has no flavor. So this is really disappointing, and this is not how this dish has been previously. So I'm not sure if this is a one-off, somebody's having a bad night in the kitchen, but especially, and they have offered to, give me something else or anything like that. So it's the service is phenomenal. Service is phenomenal. This dish is a massive, massive disappointment. I let Drake try a few tastes just to see if it was me, and he said the same thing. Bland, has no flavor, unfortunately.
I ordered the lamb ragu. It was $19, and it came with thyme and a ricotta. Now, the Parmesan cheese was sprinkled on top, and it did have a really strong flavor, and it really contrasted with the taste of Pete's that I had, because I was hesitant to even say it when I first bit into Pete's, but yeah, it was quite bland. Mine, the pasta was well done. It was al dente, just how it should be, and I've enjoyed the dish so far. It had a nice texture, and this is definitely something that I would order again if I came here. I think for $19, it's a good value for what you get. It's a very filling dish, and you could even share it. I think there's enough to let everyone try it a little bit. It didn't blow me out of the water. It wasn't something that I was astounded by or I've got to come back and get this. But it was good, and it was good into the meal. I was satisfied.
Okay, so in total, now because I'm a Platinum Castaway Club, I get $45 off per person on Palo. Now that's also the same price if you want to do the prefix menu. That's $45 a person. And I would effectively, if I had done that, gotten that free. However, since I chose a la carte, the total of the bill is $68.12. Now you add the $90 taken off for my Platinum Castaway Club, that brings it to $158.12. That includes an 18% gratuity of $24. And Pani was much better than $24, so I gave an extra tip. The service was outstanding. The ossobuco remained on the bill, so okay. I barely ate it. It wasn't very good. As a matter of fact, it was terrible because it had absolutely no flavor. And unfortunately, that does kind of bring down this review. We did have the souffles, chocolate souffles for dessert, which were absolutely out of this world, as always. So, Drake seemed to enjoy his lamb ragu, the pizza, the antipasto, the dessert, phenomenal. Also, of note, the gelato, the vanilla bean gelato that comes with the dessert is made in-house. And that was something I noticed right away. It was a very, very, very good vanilla bean gelato. So I want to give them credit for that. But the asabuco is not good. It's not good. And if you're gonna charge by the dish, you don't get to screw that up. I can't say that I'm a huge fan of this a la carte pricing. I think it's a mistake on Disney's part. I think Palo and Remy are reasons that a lot of people could help justify the price of a Disney cruise, because they're not exactly the cheapest ship in town. And by taking this away and going this route with it, I think is common and beneath Disney, or at least beneath Disney Cruise Line. It's not beneath Disney World, clearly, but I'm not a fan of this. Now, I didn't try the prefix menu. Maybe that would have been better. I don't know. Next time I come back, I'll probably try that. I certainly won't be trying the asabuco. So there you have it. That's my review of Palo on board the Disney Dream. I wish it was better. But until next time.